give you a stupendous and exciting snapshot of the world of information assurance. Information assurance. Well, it's when you have data that's generated at various stages, and people who are allowed to have access to the data at those stages are the only ones who can see it. That's about as technical, hopefully, as things get tonight. So before I jump into things, technical or computationally relevant, I want to give you a quick history about how information was, let's say, transmitted back in the day before computers, before cryptography. Meet my friend Gary, and this is a real example. Meet my friend Gary. He's one of my closest and trusted friends, and I'm going to trust him to send a message across to someone I know across country. Take a seat, Gary. What's up, Prakash? How's it going? I need you to send a message across because you're my trusted friend, and I'm counting on you. And he says, "All right, Prakash, sure thing. Whatever you want. What do you need?" Well, I'm going to shave your head. What? I'm sorry. You're going to have to do this. I'm going to shave your head. And on your head, I am going to tattoo a very, very, very important message that I need to send across. And then a few weeks later, when your hair grows back, I'm going to send you across a secure message hidden away in plain sight. And this is steganography. And obviously, there are several limitations to something like this for a military application, which has sort of been the forefront of bringing in ciphers and encryption versus hiding something, a little microchip in your nail, which is what the movies are made of, 007, doing funky things with his watch and car. So Caesar was the first one to seize the opportunity and figure out things called ciphers, because he had a large area to rule over, and he had to share secrets. So what he did was something very simple. You have an alphabet with 26 letters, and you have a shift. So if your key is a 0, and you substitute an A with an A, B with a B, everything remains the same. If you have a key of 1, A becomes a B, because you shift it by 1. If the key is 10, A becomes K, B becomes L, and so on. So let's say you have a plain text of hello, and your key is 1, it becomes if. But the trouble with this kind of cipher is that it's very simple, and it's a hacker's delight, because you can easily tell what's going on. All you have to do is change one little thing, and the ciphertext changes, and you can tell what the message actually is. Ideally, what you need is a super strong cipher that even with the smallest of changes of your plain text, the actual ciphertext appears completely scrambled, and you can't really tell what's going on. So you can't work your way back. And the last of the pre-computing era, the most famous one was the Enigma machine that did this really well. But it was human error, it was lazy operators that cost the Enigma machine in the end. Had it not been for human intervention, the actual sequence of events in World War II could have actually been quite different. And those of you who paid attention to the Apple versus FBI case, I'm going to chat a little bit at the end as to why these things are so important in the age of computing and the internet. Because there are two very important things to consider. One is the volume of users skyrockets with computers, and you have to establish identity somehow. So far we're chatting about symmetric keys. Where I want to chat with you, we establish one key. I want to chat with you, we establish one key. We encrypt it with one key, and we decrypt it with the same key. The trouble is, we all want to talk to each other, and we're going to have a whole bunch of keys. So you're going to find the keys, and you lose a key. Oh my gosh, Bill Moshe, I lost a key, man. I'm going to have to meet you for lunch, we can decide on a new key. Right? Until then, I can't send you anything. So it gets very inconvenient. In comes what's known as asymmetric cipher keys. And what this does is, anyone, I'm going to hand a public key, anyone can make a copy. You encrypt the message, and you send it to me. And I have a private key that I'll keep secret. And that's the only key that can unlock the message. So this made it scalable. This made it internet friendly. The next problem, of course, is identity. How do you establish identity? That's a secret knock. 3 knocks. You know who it is. And this is the same principle that was used early on in the military, where you had an aircraft carrier asking an aircraft, hey, what's 3 plus 2? It says 5. All right, you're good. You know the answer. What happens if there's someone in the middle? Hey, what's 3 plus 2? Hey, what's 3 plus 2? 5. The answer is 5. All right, you're good. So you have to be very careful establishing identity, putting your ciphers together, and having an asymmetric key. And this is Amazon's website, and you'll see their actual key. If you go to the HTTPS secure, we'll make a big fuss about it. And you'll see that the person, or the entity, who certified them is semantic. They're an independent authority who says, okay, these folks are who they say they are. And the actual key that you use to encrypt it, the public key, that's all of these numbers, and it goes longer too. And that's what we use to send messages to Amazon. And Amazon has their own set of private key, which they use to decrypt stuff with. So what are the key takeaways? You have to have strong ciphers, good key management, and somehow establish identity. And with the FBI and Apple case, what they did was the FBI said, well, I want to get into a phone, so weaken your cipher so I can get in. And Apple said, I don't think so. If you can get in, someone else can too. They said, all right, give me a key then. Well, if I start handing out keys, and you could lose that key, you're going to compromise my phone. And that's not just my phone. That phone is every single smartphone that's sitting at this table that could be compromised. And the shaky world of cybersecurity, it's good to remain shaky, but not stirred. Thank you.